Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we discuss few formulas related to proportions. These are basically dependent on the ratios which we already discussed in our previous classes. Please watch the classes and come back here. These are very simple formulas. So proportion, the equality of two ratios is called proportion. So A is to B is equal to C is to D, written as, see the proportion, if two ratios are equal, this can be written as A is to B double dots colon C is to D. This is how we write the proportion value. So these terms A, D at the extremes, we call it as extremes. B, C, we call it as mean terms. One important formula we have to remember here, product of means is equal to product of extreme terms. So most of the examples which we discuss in our next classes, those are dependent on this equation. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Let's understand this with an example. So 10:1 is equal to 20:2. Yes, these ratios are equal. So product of means is means 1 multiplied by 20. Product of extremes means 10 multiplied by 20. So 10 2's 20, 21's 20. Both are same. Product of extremes is equal to product of mean. 10:1 same as 20:2, because if you cancel out 2, 10:1, both the ratios are same. So product of extremes is equal to product of means. This is the point you have to understand. Now coming to the next formula, fourth proportion. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, then D is call it as fourth proportion of ABC. Similarly, third proportion, if A is to B is equal to B is to C, then C is the third proportion of A comma B. See, if A is to B is equal to B is to C, then C we call it as the third proportion of A comma B. Similarly, the next one is mean proportion, or we call it as geometric mean of A comma B. Take two values A comma B. If you want to identify the mean proportion, or we call it as geometric mean, which is given as square root of AB. So what's this? Let's try to understand a bit more about mean proportion. Mean proportion of A comma B. You take two values. Mean proportion of A comma B is, so the mean proportion value is X. Means we have to identify a X that is that should satisfy like this. A by X is equal to X by B. So A by X, whatever the value you got, X by B should get the same value. That is the X you have to identify for A comma B. See, if A by X is equal to X by B, both ratios are same. Ratios written in the fractions. So the extreme terms are AB. The mean terms are X. Product of extreme terms is equal to product of mean terms. X square is equal to AB. X is equal to square root of AB. That is how we got the mean of A comma B is square root of AB. So in our next classes we are going to use this formula. Hope you understand these examples. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.